Hello guys, my name is Fallen Messiah, and in this video I will tell you exactly how to get a lot of gold in Diablo 4 fairly quickly. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So as you can see, the thumbnail was not clickbait. I currently have 100 billion gold, so I'm completely maxed out. So watch what happens when I open this whisper chest. As you can see, I actually cannot pick any more gold. I can pick up everything else, but gold just stays on the ground. That is because I have reached the cap of 100 billion gold. Now, depending on the way you play the game, 100 billion gold can either seem like almost ridiculous amount of money, especially if you don't really engage in trading, or it can seem like pocket change at this point of the season, which is not far from the truth. You can buy an upgrade for a character that has 3 greater affixes for 50 billion gold, so when you look at it like that, it's basically just 2 endgame items. However, it's still enough for a very good upgrade for your endgame character, or alternatively, if you have one character that's brand new, you can outfit that character completely with this amount of gold, as long as you're hunting for items that have 1 or 2 greater affixes. So it still ends up being a very considerable and respectable amount of gold regardless of where you are in the season. So how did I do that? Did I do it by trading? No. What about some other things that break Blizzard's terms of service? Absolutely not. Nor would I ever make a video about something like that. So how can you make a lot of gold in Diablo 4 by simply not trading at all? Well, quite simply. You do services for other people. That's it. All the way back in Diablo 2, I actually used to run something called Uber runs, which was a way players could level up their characters from level 1 to level 85 within 1 hour. It was quite popular. And to this day, in Diablo 4, there are a lot of services you can do for other people. Now, unlike trading that has this random component to it, where you just hope to get a great item by performing various activities in the game, doing services for others is actually a very consistent way to get gold over time. There are several different things you can do for other people in the game. You can, for example, do pits, you can do leveling, but what I'm going to suggest and recommend you do in this video is actually Infernal Horde. And I'm going to explain why a little bit later. So you need to have 3 things to actually do this effectively. Number 1, you need to have a character that is able to quickly clear Torment 4 content. Now thankfully at this point in the game, it's not really a hard thing to do. So pretty much any Spiritborn build is going to be able to do that. And also at this point in the game, any other class has a build or 2 that can do the same thing, so it really shouldn't be much of an issue. Once you have a character that can crush Torment 4, you need 2 other things. You need to have Infernal Horde compasses, and you need to have Wave Cap 10, so Wave 10 compasses. Now you cannot actually trade these, but you get them through various activities in the game, like for example playing Nightmare Dungeons. You can get them by opening Hellfire chests. Once you get compasses, I recommend always double tapping your spacebar. This is going to save them and favorite them, so if you ever end up visiting your occultist, it's going to make sure that you do not accidentally salvage these compasses. For example, I go here and you can see they're all kind of blacked out, means that I cannot salvage these by accident. You're gonna need a couple of these compasses. I recommend saving them anytime you get them so that you have a respectable amount. So I have 22 at the moment. The third thing that you need to do is you need to know what you're doing. You are a party leader, and by running the hordes, other people assume that you know what you're doing. You're the one that leads and picks boons and banes and everything else. So I recommend getting a little bit more experience if you don't have it, and playing public games just to get a feel of Infernal Hordes if you never really played them before, so that you know the things to pick and things to avoid. If you're still not sure, I actually just made a video about all the boons and banes in Infernal Hordes, and I ranked them from S plus to F tier. You can see this video right here, and it's going to help you a lot with that. Okay, so now that you have an understanding of what to do in Infernal Hordes, you have a character that can crush the content, and you have compasses ready, your next step is to go to this website called diablo.trade. This is currently the biggest trading site for Diablo 4. So once you go there, you're going to click Services. And as you do it, you're going to instantly see a lot of different services that people perform for others. And over here we have Infernal Hordes. For example, this person is running 5 runs for 4 billion. And this person is offering 1 billion per wave. Now what you need to understand is this is 1 billion per person. You always want to make sure that you have 3 other people in your game. So this is you and 3 others who are leeching. So for example, if every person is paying you 1 billion, so in a single Infernal Horde run, that is 3 billion because every person is paying you 1, right? So if you do 10 runs in one evening, that's already 30 billion gold, which is not bad. So in 2-3 evenings, you maxed out your gold. And also while you are running, you're still getting Obdicite and you're still getting ancestral items from the chest. So it's not like you're not actually doing anything in the game. You can still get good items, you're just getting a lot of gold at the same time. So now that you have understanding on how these services work, the way you create your own is you go to Create Listing, you go to Services, and then over here you're going to have title and description of what service you offer. Gameplay mode, let's say Seasoned Softcore. You're selling. Service type, you're going to put Infernal Hordes. And region, not really that important. And then you put here whatever you want. For example, Hordes Wave 10. Over here, just a quick description. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so this is just one example. I put here title Hordes Wave 10. Description, I'm running multiple hordes, 10 wave each, 1.5 billion per run, and minimum of 4 runs. You don't have to include this if you don't want to. Make sure slots is always 3, that allows up to 3 people to bid on your service, and here I put price of 1.5 billion per run. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to click submit and confirm. And there you have it. We have a service. You go to my listings, my services, and here you go. I have here description, I have title, I have how much every run is per person, and that is it. And there you have it, guys. This is a very simple, very easy way to make a lot of in-game gold in Diablo 4. One advantage it has over trading is that it provides consistent results. So you know how much gold you're getting. You can make an average of how many runs you need and give yourself a couple of days running these compasses and you will hit the gold cap. There are also other different services that you can do. So until you get compasses, you can run pits for people. You can level characters as well. Once you do get a couple of compasses, I suggest start running Infernal Hordes. It's going to provide you the most money out of any other service. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and for watching this video. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, let me know down in the comments below. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Thank you for watching. My name is Fallen Messiah and I'll see you in the next one.